That signals the opening of Fear-mongering radio. It's a Friday night, 27th day of the 2012 campaign. Let's light this candle, shall we? Fruit punch. I did a mukbang for Mark tomorrow. 8-pack. White Castle. Be out tomorrow at 9 o'clock. This will be out this evening. The audio version on the video. I always appreciate people that like, dislike, engage the audios, the videos, and say hello and kiss my hindquarters, whatever. It's always appreciated and liked, not disliked. I always like it when Baron Exposure comes over and throws that nasty dislike on there along with Old Man Nation. He did write a song, Lonely Marking the Desert Blue. Pretty good song. It's a great piano song. A lot to talk about today. WonderHussy is now is being an escort on YouTube. As far as I'm concerned, talk to Karl about that. It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's been 45 degrees today. Touched on a big oak up on the corner up there. It's a $4,000 pull down. That thing is huge. That's older than I am. Took her down. Had to go around the block, come down the hill. Taking out an old box elder, but nothing lasts forever. It's beautiful for I be alive. Turn on some snow. March 1st will roll around, get close to pegging season. Going to the city of organized crime, people see Santa Claus. Wild as National Hockey Association is back into saddle. Mark had the State of the Union, the hunch talk for 2 hours and an hour and 48 minutes about nothing at all. He's a draft dodger, convicted felon, adjudicated rapist. Never went to Vietnam. 58,000 plus men and women lost their lives on stupid war, but we had one and then two. We had to because we had to storm those beaches when he invaded Poland September 1st. Japanese pulled us in Pearl Harbor Day, and then they capitulated September 2nd, 1945. Said they were sorry, and the mighty Mo. If it was easy, we would have done it. We speak English, not Japanese or German. The Reich was over. We snapped the necks of the Krauts, and we freed those Jews across Europe and did what they had to do. Forgotten war. Don't know what that was for either. Because at Vietnam, Bill Clinton, man, Yahoo, I did not have sexual relations with that one Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. I want him to talk to his subpoena, the hunch's wife. See if she has a green card, possibly able to be in this country. Jeffrey Epstein. It'd be interesting to have her sit down in broken English and explain herself. But yes, many wars, 9/11 victims, not even war. Been around. God bless working class men, wearing blue like cop, call crackhead. But it's the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchant, NASCAR, Coast Guard, in on everything through this country, nothing at all. I would say balls the size of that, but oversized oak trees. God was that working class, like the boy said. Without them, we're not paying New Old Man Nation's bills and BlindViews' bills and everybody else. We keep this world churning, out working hard. The dishwashers, the bus boys, the cooks, truck drivers, warehousemen, you name it, they're out there working hard 24/7. We'll rise tomorrow morning at 2 o'clock and we'll make some gur this weekend. It was not easy in these wars for these men and women. We have, like it's never had. If you're going to serve this country up on the hill, you must have served this country. I don't care what you, at least give us 4 years before you send someone's son or daughter to war. It's like when you own a restaurant, you know everything that goes on in that store. So when you fire somebody, you know they're firing for a reason. I knew everything about Perkins, from the dishwasher all the way down the waitress. That's how they trained the new people at Perkins. Because you are your choices in life. I've talked about many times on this audio podcast. My dad told me that. Just like grown ass. Grown. I don't run with the poor people or criminals. I've always run with good people. Everything alcohol and smoking dope and marijuana. I lived well because I made good choices in my life. When you run with poor people, Jeff Dubay, look him up. Easy job at K-Fan. Said took some meth. Now he's, God knows what, he's in someone's basement because he made a poor choice. But you are your choices until you allocate to your behavior by saying, I made a poor choice. If you say a mistake, you're never going to change your life. Just make good choices. And you be in good places. That's all there is to it. When you're making a choice, you want to choke your chicken, you don't like two men having consensual sex. But you want to watch two women. That's not a very Christian thing to be doing. No. Because you're watching gay sex. Let God decide who gets to the gates of heaven. Put a condom on. Prevent AIDS, herpes, ouch, gonorrhea, needle in the penis, all that behavior. When you pump her full, sluts are selective whores in the back seat, sluts on the couch, make love in the bed. Adoption is the option. And it's fun to have wet, filthy, dirty sex. Go at it. I mean, scream, hollering, airplane. But when you carry the groceries because you didn't marry before you carried, and the father runs off, why is it my problem? Now you have a child, and the father ran off. Guess who pays for it? I do. Working class does. No, BlindViews does. No, Nation, they don't. Make those good choices in your life. Would you shower? Would you shower in the shower of Penn State? I'm not shower in the shower. Beef Stew said he would shower in that shower of Penn State. Sven Johnson, he shall not be named, said he'd shower in the shower of Penn State. P stood for Penn State. Here we call Petrophilia University until they're all executed. The Karoli, she should be executed or deported. A choice. Her husband got away. Like Joe Pa, died a free man, should have been in jail. Start speaking out. You see something, say something. Not that try to be a role model, but for some reason, I don't know why. The Epstein Island, you can have one of those, but it's 21 or older. It's not that tough. But don't shower, don't go to churches. You have the blue laws. The rat lines are burning churches to the ground. Baptist churches where they're crime scenes. Don't get married in a crime scene. Don't buy a house for people. Don't you buy a Daily Woo's house where you die with his mouth open? I doubt it. Maybe you're ghoulish and you buy it, like I said, all his belongings and make your own. This is his place out there in Memphis, out there in Mississippi, where he was born. I pimp and prostitute his body all the way to the end, all his belongings. Dark music. He'll cut him laying on the bed with his mouth open. That'd be a fun choice. Make money in a dead man. I'd have a Deadpool hit. We get those. The Delbert guy. I made money on him. He passed away. He stopped breathing. Eddie Van Halen. I have the King on there. Biden's on my Deadpool hit. Another good choice is don't drink and drive. Call someone or you will murder somebody. Pick up the phone. I've had 3 people murdered by drunk drivers. Murdered in cold blood. Okay, thank you so much. Public service announcement of all the board members of speculation for we speculate you win. So anyway, welcome. Fear Mongering Radio. We've had some nice listens the last couple of days over here on Fear Mongering Radio. Just over 120 in the last 30 days. They put $128 in my account here. And I appreciate it very, very much. So, I mean, even the one that Mark did yesterday, it's got like 5, and I'll take it. I mean, I'm getting traction somewhere, so I appreciate people come. There's so much you can listen to. The United States, Singapore, United Kingdom, Australia, Norway, Canada, South Korea, France, Germany. Let my people go! Spain, Hungary, Ireland, Pakistan, Ukraine. 45 coming from the United States. New Jersey tops off. I think it's hilarious. Cape May Courthouse 7 times, 4 times at the house. Thank you so much. Massachusetts Springfield 9 times, once at Chicopee. New York is Brooklyn Gingerbread House. Pennsylvania Shittville, I'll call it. Michigan Lansing, Barham Exposure. Wisconsin Waukena 1. Minnesota, Minneapolis St. Paul twice. Minneapolis. Georgia's on my mind. Norman Park 4 times. Mountain. Florida is Jacksonville twice and Sarasota twice. Louisiana, Sidville once. Texas, Fort Worth, Jim Schuler. To Portadown, I-O-U to the devil. So I wrote a song for you about you, Marquis. I know you're there. This is really good. It's actually pretty good. I mean, you could play this at piano in a piano bar and get some good here. Let me see here now. I did another one, a shuffle one on that I wrote it, but there we go. Lonely Mark, Arizona Shuffle. That one, I didn't look at that one yet, but here's the Lonely Mark in Arizona Blue. Here we go.
Sunburned sign on the interstate, motel ice machine hums all night. Desert air in the window unit, flicker of a TV light. Name tag reads just Marp in red, peeling off his Sunday suit. Eating canned beans by the sink, counting change in worn out boots. Lonely Mark in Arizona blue. Sky so wide it swallows every truth. He keeps talking to the dust like it's you. Lonely Mark in Arizona blue. Payphone dead by the diesel pumps. He still checks it just in case. Keeps your postcard in his wallet, creased right through your face. You drive in circles around the same 3 streets, gaslight on, but what's to lose? Radio fading in and out like every chance he blew. Lonely Mark in Arizona blue. Sky so wide it swallows every truth. He keeps talking to the dust like it's you. Lonely Mark in Arizona blue. Does it rain where you are now? Can you hear him call your name? Out here thunder never answers, only stars that look the same. Lonely Mark in Arizona blue. Sky so wide it swallows every truth. He keeps talking to the dust like it's you. Lonely Mark in Arizona. Lonely Mark in Arizona blue.
Beautiful song, man. It's cool, but that's towards the lonely man from lovely and talented Arizona, who was supposed to remember name change, no more hating, So we'll get to him momentarily. I want to quickly talk WonderHussy. I talked about it on the other channel. I love the woman dearly, but she has become to be an escort service, a non-sexual. Here on YouTube, the old man she went with, I watched by the video. I usually listen and I watch that, and it's a shame that her channel is going down the road of grown ass men paying to be with her, and then she videotapes it because she's going down Route 56 in this summer with Turbo, who's telling her that she wants her to live stream every single night. He's dictating, go listen to her live stream, go listen to it. I get it. I've always I can love her content. I can think she's a sweetheart, but it's just too bad that because that same idiot that took her to Australia paid for way. This one, he used his travel what do you want to call it, your travel money, whatever the hell they call that stuff. But she did it half-assed way to get her there. But bottom line is, took her to Australia. They're going the wrong area, which you should have seen the sign. He's driving, turn around, but no, they kept going. Then she lost her phone. That's been a deal with her for a while, because it's a shame that she's going down this road with grown ass men older than I am. They're just like I talked to Karl on the phone, and he goes, "There's guys that go to strip bars. They don't go to Sniffer Rose. They just pay to have the comfort of women in the evening of an escort." And it's too bad that her channel is being dictated. I know she speaks the language of money. She likes to show her body. She gets not afraid to get nude. She has a nude calendar. She was talking about it. She sold a lot of nudies because guys my age. I went and looked at it the other day. It's like, really? Frontals. And it's like, I'm sorry. Where am I going to put that calendar? Whatever the hell she gets for $30. I'm happy for her. But it's just too bad that she's not making the money she's making on YouTube. So she's pimping herself out to grown-ass men. Because someone is taking her to Tahiti for a canoe trip too as well. So someone's paying her way. So she's going places at the expense of grown-ass men. Man, it's unfortunate, but what are you going to do, right? It's like, I don't know. It's like, I just hope something doesn't happen on one of these trips. Because she likes to smoke a little dope. You get her a little drunk, a little stoned, and then the guy might expect something from her, and what do they call it? Impose himself on her. I don't know. I mean, you don't know. All of a sudden, hey, whatever. You get a little stoned, you get a chubby, and put it in the wrong head. Starts thinking, and because she talked about this one time on some photo shoot, the guy tricked her into watching him masturbate in the room or something. I'm like, that's just the most bizarre thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Because she's been well documented. Go out in the middle of the desert, guys pay her to take nude pictures of her. I've never understood. I could see her dress and some of the clothing on. I get for a calendar, I understand that, but I don't need to see her nude body. I get it. She has different characters. I could put her in a low budget movie because she can dress up as different women, and I get it. She can dress up as a cowgirl. She can dress up as a showgirl, and I get all that behavior. I understand that, but I don't need to see her nude body. Women are, it's too bad she's coming to be this escort, non-sexual, and having guys dictate where she goes for a channel. Not what she wants to, but because she's the language of money. So I just, I've told that to Karl before, and my wife Sue Ellen. I just hope I don't want to see, that she's missing all of a sudden out in the middle of nowhere because she got herself in the wrong position with somebody. And I want to see, Sarah Jane's missing, or even if it's her girlfriend out there, wandering gypsy, puts herself, because she's a pretty tough cookie, but you never know, man. I mean, when women are by themselves, some guys think there's something special, and whatever. So I always, when they're making videos, I think it's great. I just don't want to see them all of a sudden something happen in the middle of the desert, and they find the car, and then they never find it, whatever. So it's like with what's her name missing, but that's annoying. That's in the video. No one really cares about Nancy Guthrie missing on YouTube. A lot of people don't. I mean, they just it's not a big deal. It was for a while. That's long gone. No one cares. But I hope WonderHussy can do her own content without some old man older than I am paying to take her someplace and be in the videos, because they sat in the hot tub nude, and that's, he got his jollies with he's paying to be with WonderHussy. So I get it. She's a grown ass woman. So some guys can get when all of a sudden you smoke some dope, what she likes to do, you get drunk, and pretty soon he thinks he can have his way with her or whatever. I don't know. And she kind of leans back and says, "Wait a minute, he knows what no means. I hope so, but I just whatever." But anyways, but yeah, there's always something going on in the Sarasota Tim behavior, an old man nation, right? Mr. Unhappy old man, right? Because I didn't feel well the last 2 days. I had like a head cold. I guess I'm spreading a virus, and I had my flu shot. Yes, I did. I had my flu shot, but it wasn't a flu. It was a virus. I go to work. I work to keep you in BlindViews, food on your back, food in your belly, clothes on your back. And I guess my tip jar, too, as well, right? My tip jar, right? I guess. That's, I confess, my tip jar. Stealing Valor. He's the coward. He's the coward of Arizona. He's a coward of YouTube. He's too chicken to put Cowpote in there. It's just hilarious how chicken he is, and no one cares about Nancy Guthrie. I mean, I care, but a lot of people here beaming out too have no idea who you're talking about. They have no idea who in the hell you're talking about. A lot of these idiots didn't even know they had COVID until they couldn't go into work or they couldn't go to their favorite store. No one cares. It's probably an inside job. She's probably at the gates of heaven. No one cares. But it was just kind of hilarious how he was sitting there with his Modelo, which is great. Why? Well, if you're so concerned, then, young man, get your ass and go look for her. You got nothing else to do. You need a hobby. Get a Google map and go look where she lives, and go be like a fart in the wind and go look for the wood in the desert. Take your dog with her and go look for a body. Who knows? Maybe they're right on their nose. I don't know. But it's just kind of hilarious to see him piss and moan and whine about me. And it's like, remember when he was changing his name? He was no longer hating. I'm calling people names, and he's a yellow belly pig is what he is. He's a yellow belly pig is what he is. Yellow. He's yellow because he's a coward of Arizona. Too afraid to put my name in there. Too afraid to say it. Just like the when he bitched about me wearing the Wisconsin thing. I did a video on the channel, and he is too gutless to say who it was and put the link and go look, ask for yourself. It's just a cowardly move. That's what it is. But I'm not afraid to shut the guy. I don't care. I'll die on my feet. He's living on his knees. Because here's the problem with Marky Mark. He was in the brown shirts with BlindViews. He was in there. He was one of the lieutenants. Then all of a sudden he decided to die on his feet, and then he pissed off my girlfriend, Squirrel Bay Parody, and all of a sudden, things don't go well. Before I know it, he's SOL, right? So he got kicked out of the brown shirts, came over to Valkyrie, and then started putting Trump in a casket, which is, I don't know why you do that. And then the P word towards BlindViews. I mean, I don't like the man, but you don't do that kind of behavior. Never took accountability for it. Even Karl knew what he said. He was on the show, so he doesn't want to hear it. Remember, it's not a lie, just as long as you believe the truth. And like Karl said, pigs get slaughtered, and he's been getting slaughtered. He no longer has any nation to go to. He has no more like-minded people. He's all by himself. No podcast to call into. He listens to my audios. Like right now, he's listening intently in the desert. Drinking Modelo, seething at the teeth. Well, when you're a yellow belly pig, you're a coward. It's the way you work, man. Whining, pissing, moaning. I guess it's friend of ours. Yeah, we got the flu shot. Well, it wasn't the flu, it was a virus. I have my COVID, I have my flu shot. It doesn't protect from everything, but I haven't gotten the flu in 6 years. It's a virus she got to. I know Ted had it. It's just been going around. It's just a 24-hour, you know, I had a head cold yesterday and today. I go into work, man. I don't sit around and feel sorry for myself. You know, the tip jar just makes me laugh. Whenever someone puts money in my pocket, I just laugh. So he's whining and pissing and moaning about everything, and but what are you going to do, right? That's the way she goes. So I guess New York Dan is going to be going down to see Dinger, I guess. I listened to one of him, and it's just, he's going down to see New York Daniel. New York Daniel's going down to see Dinger. I don't know if they're going to redo that video that Dinger looked like he's ready to shit his pants. Remember that one he went down to Florida? New York Daniel had the look, and it was had him kidnapped in the Lovely and sitting in there, the Denny's. Remember that? I remember that so good. It was so hilarious, so funny, sitting in there. Spring of deception. But we're gonna see. I don't know, and he's still doing the stock stuff, which is just, anyone who takes this man's advice on stocks, I take you my advice on picking the National Fix-It League, and you're gonna put money when I say take the cover. You're an idiot. You're a fool. I don't know. What are you gonna do, right? Sometimes, but when you're on YouTube. Real quick, I want to see what that shuffle one is. It's the shuffle one. Let's see what the shuffle one is real quick. Lonely Mark in the Arizona shuffle. Hang
on. Mark's got a booth at the off-ramp diner. Same black coffee, same chip cup. Counting clouds through the greasy window till the tumbleweeds start giving up. Do the lonely Mark in Arizona shuffle. One step forward, two steps stuck. Spin that ring on your finger, knuckles cracking. Tip your hat to busted luck. Do the lonely Mark in Arizona shuffle. Slide your boots through desert dust. If the road won't love you back tonight, you dance with the Barstool and Trust. Photo of a woman in a cracked frame pocket, smile washed out by the sun. He hums her name with the jukebox buzzing. Every song ends at almost done. Do the lonely Mark in Arizona shuffle. One step forward, two steps stuck. Spin that ring on your finger, knuckles cracking. Tip your hat to busted luck. Do the lonely Mark in Arizona shuffle. Slide your boots through desert dust. If the road won't love you back tonight, you dance with the Barstool and Trust. He says tomorrow I'm gone to the top. Bartender says the same line every night. But his boots know every crack in that linoleum. They're glued to the neon light. Do the lonely Mark in Arizona shuffle. One step forward, two steps stuck. Spin that ring on your finger, knuckles cracking. Tip your hat to busted luck. Do the lonely Mark in Arizona shuffle. Slide your boots through desert dust. If the sky won't draw a map back home, you dance with the giving up and trust.
You Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that when you do the shuffle ones. The shuffle ones are the best. So before I call Karl, see if he's available. So I listened to part of his live stream, BlindViews. That's the way he hears it because he's blind, right? So I had a chat. I kind of went through it with the beginning. It's just him saying hello to everybody as they come in. Hi, hi, hi. Like a bar, sitting at the bar in a small town USA. So that dictated the first the first 20 minutes. I mean, it's all it was. Then he talked about with what's his name, Bob, and Charity. And Charity depends. I mean, not always money. It's your time. Go pick up garbage. Give them cans to the Boy Scouts. Whatever. But it was just like he didn't know what to talk about. But just sitting there giggling and cackling and watching the chat room. People giving him money. What are you doing in here, little girl? Go, mama. You gotta go. You gotta go. Up two. But it all dictates who says what in the chat room. And then he kind of gets on a racist rant because you could tell he could tell he's this classic old white folk, bitching about what he did for a living and this or that. And then at the end, we the trolls, the haters, and myself got a little last minute, 15-minute rant about us. So I appreciate that. I'm still in his head. I just can't believe this voice. I maybe get 50, 60 on these things anymore. I don't get 100. My time has come and gone that he still comes and listens and bitches what I have to say because he is a fraud, is what he is. He's not blind. I mean, he wants to be an RVer so damn bad. So bad he wants to be an RVer. It's just that's why he watches RVers. They're not do the way he wants to do it. Same with Tater, and the stupid bus thing. And that's the problem here. So I just thought it was kind of funny. Very boring, long ass stream. I was like, okay. Sitting in there in the ghetto. So anyways, but we'll see what New York Dan does, where he goes. Let's see if Karl's around. We did talk to him today a little bit. I got my new earpiece. Almost my next door neighbor's house. That should be torn down. Hello. What's happening?
What's up?
What's going on?
Just a beautiful Friday in central Illinois.
Yeah, it's like 45 degrees. It's supposed to be 1 to 2 inches tomorrow here. It's supposed to get down to 20.
72 with full sun. It's like perfect. Couldn't ask for better.
Right. So I talked about the Huss. Me and you spoke about that with she's just being a escort. You told me that before. She's just paying.
The stripper, they did the same thing without sex. It's just you get to see them naked.
Right. So when I watched that video, I watched it actually a little bit, and just the way she's just with him and he's enjoying himself, and it's like whatever. So it's just too bad. And then she's doing the same thing. 101. She's going down with Turbo, some guy she met. He's going to pay. She actually said he wants her to live stream every single night while she's on that thing. You know what I'm saying? Every single night. So
yeah, I watched a video of Billy, and he interviewed like 400. Well, there was actual sex. He interviewed 400 prostitutes back in the old days in Italy. And he talked about the 5 weaknesses that strippers reveal.
Right.
Hookers reveal. That's pretty interesting.
Right. You're kind of coming in and out. Are you on your earpiece, or what are you on?
I'm on my headphones, but I'm in country.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll be good, but I should be good because I'm not that far away from the population. Okay.
But so Old Man Nation whining, pissy, moaning, whining, that spreading disease around, I talked about that, Mr.
Yeah, I did 2 videos. One I deleted.
What for?
One I didn't. I got too preachy about people should work. Get off your ass, go to work. Yeah, I got a little bit too preachy.
You dirty deleted?
Well, I never uploaded it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I don't think that counts.
Okay.
I deleted it before it ever did anything.
I spoke yesterday to KC Grits, and because he thought I was live, and just open my phone when the commercial and Survivor, the opening, and he called my phone, happened to be open. He said he wanted to talk to you about your behavior protecting your buddy, but saying you can't ask me questions, and you were all protective of him. So he wanted to talk to you about that. So,
well, I protect everybody that warrants it.
So he was all wanted to talk to you about that. So
I protect you. I protect Casey. I protect, if it's warranted. If it's not warranted,
right. Well, you
like if someone's saying something I know is false, like if someone's saying that you, like Life of Vibe, where she said that you wrote a comment and you're the one that deleted it. I'm like, that's a bold-faced lie.
Yeah.
Where I defend you because you don't delete shit.
Yeah.
So if it's deleted, you had nothing to do with it.
I'll delete old audios or videos from a long, long time ago after it's just it's not relevant. But I don't just put something up and it's deleted. I'll only delete something like the one I did about Squirrel Bait about a month ago. It just had really bad sound at the end, so I let it sit for 2 months. And no one was listening to it, so I just got rid of it because it served its purpose. But I'm not just going to all of a sudden delete something 2 days later because all of a sudden I'm ashamed.
Yeah, deleting anything after a month old is no big deal.
Yeah.
I haven't done it.
But all of a sudden you do a video, it's up a day, and you get flack, and you all of a sudden, whoopsie, you delete it. Like Mark claimed he wasn't going to hate anymore, so he deleted or he privatized all his videos. It's like, okay, but then he comes back out again, does the same thing. It's like, which way do you want it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, line then or line, line then or line now, But
then you make all those people paranoid where they have to tape and keep your shit because it may not be there when they want to slay you.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
They want to slay you in the future. They want to make sure that.
We talked about crushing in JJ getting that strike on the squirrel, right? I told you before that was somebody that told YouTube about that. I don't.
Yeah, free Rocky.
So
that was iced tea.
Yeah, someone.
He didn't label it as iced tea, but it was iced tea.
Yeah, but
it wasn't a mixed drink.
Yeah, see, somebody said something to somebody on YouTube. They struck it. That's what happened. Someone didn't like the squirrel. Doesn't like him, so there was an excuse to strike his channel. Because he's been getting some traction on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Google told him if his squirrel wasn't wearing a life preserver while he was water skiing, that would have been another one.
Right.
And I'm like, well, what about that? We having a helmet?
Right. So
got to keep that fake squirrel healthy.
Exactly. So what's going on with Sarasota Tim and Life and Vibe? I mean, is she taking his young ass to court, or what's the deal?
Well, we'll wait and see. She got a court thing. She filed something. She filed it wrong, and she doesn't have proper jurisdiction. You can't tell her that because she got her law degree on the internet.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, just like I got my medical degree from YouTube and WebMD.
Exactly.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Now, in small claims, they do give you a little leeway because you don't have an attorney, and they try to. In law, there's law, and then there's equity.
So you can play. You can play stupid, and they'll let you get away with it.
Yeah, the law is the law, and equity is basically fairness. So we could say, well, the law technically does this, but it would be fair to do this. And the judge is given great latitude in small claims court to use equitable law for us to do stuff. So even though she may have it wrong on the law, the judge has the power of equity. So who knows? Maybe the judge likes it. Maybe she blinks her eyes at him or something.
Where did she file this at?
Virginia.
Okay.
She's claiming she found the long arm statute, and so she thinks she's using the long arm statute. That long arm statute is for corporations with tons of money and high-powered attorneys. A long arm statute ain't for little peons like us.
Right.
Just like there's a lot of tax codes what corporations get to use that we could never use.
Correct. Loopholes.
Well, your Fix-It League.
Yep.
They have an exemption to monopoly.
Correct.
By Congress. And if they didn't have Congress vote that in, they would be a monopoly and they would have to divest. But they don't have to because they had Congress give them a special seal of approval.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of tax loopholes that the NFL gets from the government. I know that much. I've heard about that behavior. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I just laugh when people think we're all equal under the law.
No.
All of us that don't have money are equal under the law, but if you got money, you're more equal than others.
Look at the Jeffrey Epstein behavior going on still, you know? That was mean. Well, you know, the people that aren't getting pulled into that are the ones that gave money to the hunch. That his building he's building, they gave him money to say pull us out of the Epstein files, and other people are fending for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, whatever. It's been what 10 years.
I know, but they're
nothing's happened to nobody.
Right. Well, it's the ones that didn't know they were kind of in there, didn't realize that he kept those kind of secrets, you know. So they're getting the Stanford guy stepped down, and you know
they got thousands of ladies that have given sworn testimony, you know, and those accusations have gone nowhere.
Right. Yeah, they don't care. No one cares.
The Me Too movement brought people down, but the Jeffrey Epstein movement hasn't brought anybody.
Right. Yeah. So it's the rich and powerful. Just like with Donald J. Trump was 2 weeks ago was whining that why are they going after Bill Clinton? Because Bill Clinton probably called him and said, "Listen, you keep me out of this Epstein file crap, or I can make you a living hell." You know, he has connections. You know, Bill does. You know, so he's
whatever. The Clintons went to his wedding. Bill Clinton is a member of his golf club.
I know.
They're friends. They pretend to be enemies, but they're buddies.
I know. But you're what do they say? You're preaching the choir. I know. Yeah. We're both on the same page. I just point out the BS. It's the double.
Yeah, I mean, Old Man Nation can think that they're better enemies, but they golf together. He belongs to their club. They do stuff together. They go to their weddings. Whatever.
Yeah. No, I know. And money, you know, like I say, all your choices are right. I mean, I guarantee these people are getting busted aren't going to be over your house having lunch. You know what I'm saying? You know, unless you win the Powerball tomorrow. Oh, geez, Karl, you're my friend. Just like with, what's his name, the Playboy guy who's passed away, Hugh Hefner. He's one of the ugliest men you ever want to see. But if he had the money, just like Mark, not the most handsome guy in the world, but if Mark was a wealthy man, every woman would want to be in his presence. Why? Because Mark has what? Money and power. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Hefner's a good example. Look at what he was doing, and he got away with it. Nobody ever investigated him. Nobody ever asked how young the girls were at the Playboy Mansion.
Absolutely.
How they were treated. No, nobody sniffed around and did anything.
Well, there was that one. The Playboy girl, the girl next door, her brother was at that thing, and something happened with him. I think he was a minor, and all of a sudden that got shoved under the rug that time. Something happened at the mansion with him, and that got quickly pushed under the rug. Something happened with the short blonde one, the big who was married to the NFL guy. He did something to some woman at the mansion, and that got shoved to the side, you know, because
and think about it, all those parties, the grotto, this and that.
Well, there was a very
nothing ever happened. No
exactly
scandals, no nothing.
There was a very good 10-part series we listened to about a year ago behind all the women that came out on half after he died, all the behavior going on there. You're absolutely right. I watched that with my wife, and I go. She goes, "I'm not surprised, well, either am I." And I said, "You know, I can have a Playboy mansion, but there's no drugs. We're going to have a bunch of women there. We're going to have fun. No, you can have you could have the Jeffrey Epstein island tomorrow, but everyone's 21 and older, and we're going to have the time of our life." and we're gonna have fun. There's no
we'll be in trouble. You know, the Bahama police will be over and bothering us and all sorts of stuff.
And if someone does get out of hand, guess what? Carl's like, take him up. You know, you like this, you walk over and go, Mr. Nelson, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Harold, take him away. We don't want you, son. You're being a dink. That's what we do. We police our people, but we have an island with a bunch of beautiful women and couples, and we have fun. Maybe we smoke our marijuana, but we don't have heroin. We don't have coke. We have a fun time. We're not bringing children on there. You know, we're not doing it. Unless there's somebody brings their children for a weekend getaway with the family, and I entertain people, but I'm not bringing a bunch of 18, 17, 16-year-old girls on there. You know, that Epstein stuff will never go away, but no one's ever going to go to jail because it's the money. You know, Epstein is allegedly dead, and dead men don't tell tales, they say. So, anyways,
yeah, well, I got no interest in partying with more than one woman, and
I'm the same way.
Women.
I'm the same way.
I got nothing in common with anybody that's in that one.
I agree. So what do you think? I mean, you think New York Daniel's going to go see Timmy? You think, or what do you think?
I don't know. Well, we got that thing coming up in March, and I might be getting employment where I can't just take off whenever I want.
Oh, so you won't be able to see me?
No, I'll be able to see you. Oh, that'll be no problem. But what I'm thinking is if Dan goes down to Florida and I'm not committed to working the schedule yet, I might move my ass down there. because technically I got open availability.
That'd be hilarious. You go down there,
but I won't once I start working.
You go down there and meet Dinger. That'd be hilarious. You, him, and Dinger do a triple treat together. That'd be an epic video. You know.
So that's what I'm thinking, but they can't interfere with my plans for. Oh no, I got it. It's no big deal. Oh, you should have seen this order I took down to the. Oh my goodness, my car was packed full.
Oh, bringing out food.
No, this is a breeze. Yeah. Oh yeah, you will. I only got one more, and then I'll be all done.
Oh, you delivering food?
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Thanks. Oh my goodness! Someone must have gotten their link or EBT card filled up today, because man, every inch of my car was full of food.
Well, it's getting the end of the month, so.
And it was like it's like two big carts that they brought out. Usually if you're doing 3 trips, they only bring out one cart.
Well, it's usually
on that one.
It's usually payday Friday, so people getting paid at the end of the month. You know, the old days. Remember, it was 15th at the end of the month. Remember that? The old days, 15th at the end of the month. That's how I worked for K-Till International. That's how they paid you twice a week. 15th in the month. You know.
Well, not that I care. And then it was a no-tip order on top of it, which, I mean, come on. But
well, I guess you should have had the Cowboys tip jar out. You know what I'm saying?
You know, so you gotta they all average out.
Yeah, I know.
Some trips suck and some trips are awesome, and you try to treat everybody decent.
I totally agree. I say it all the time with people. Don't judge because of the color of skin, or if they're Asian, or whatever else. You never know when you're going to get that $20 bill or $50. Just do.
And like I said, I don't care that I didn't get tipped on the order, but it's kind of funny because like I'll take maybe 3 things to a town that's 15 miles away, and they'll give me a big old tip. Whereas there, I'm taking them. I think it was 270 pieces. For $11.
Right.
But it only took me a half hour, so that's no big deal.
Right. So did you listen to the BlindViews live stream by chance?
Oh my God, I tried 4 times.
It's just
and I couldn't, but I was kind of curious to see how many people he had watching them. And same thing with Life of Vive. And it looks like they have consistently the same amount of people, and then they have about a third that trail off towards the end.
Yeah, it's well, especially her. You know, because he will talk with other people, and he'll talk with the chat room where she just talks Sarasota Tim. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah.
That's all she does. So,
and just brutally assaults him. I mean, just methodically brutal. I mean, if he clips his fingernails, he does it wrong, and you can't do it right. I mean, everything. It's just brutal criticism.
Yeah, she's a lot like morning. She's just in love with Sarasota Tim. If she could have his baby, she would do it. So. Meanwhile, she's got.
The Life of Live's got a line for her. She's got Scott after her. She's got beef stew after her.
Yeah, I think
supposedly I'm after. Dan's after her. Like there's a line.
Not this cowboy. Not this cowboy. I think Mark.
You are betrothed to WonderHussy.
Yes, I'm yes, I'm after squirrel baiting the huss. I know what the huss looks like. I'm trying to imagine what squirrel bait looks like. So I'm trying to, figure that out. So I'm trying to lust at both women at the same time, and even a little bit of.
She says she looks like that lady that's got the shield on.
We hope so. We only hope.
That's in her video. She says that's what she says.
Okay.
I don't have any reason not to believe her.
Okay. I see.
So if you're with squirrel bait, that's what you're getting.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Squirrel bait.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No.
I still can't believe that German Shepherd let them serve me with papers.
That was pretty funny.
I mean, I've never had a German Shepherd or a Doberman Pinscher, but if I did,
I love German. That's another big dog. I like German Shepherds. Really nice. They're very loyal. They're great dogs. Bernie's
yeah, because the German Shepherd would have taken him down. I'm like, well, what are you doing coming on my property without permission? Don't you watch Nomadic Fanatic?
Exactly, you little bastard. So what do you think?
Didn't you see the Beware a Dog poster?
So you think Nomadic? Do you think that's just a leak somewhere in that engine? Do you think that engine could be toast? What do you think?
What?
Do you think he's got something wrong with that engine? You think he might be in over his head with that bad boy?
I don't know. It's possible. It could just be a hose that came off. He would be one lucky bug if that's what happened.
I think
the freeze plug could have popped out.
With all this heating he's going on, I think it's a problem with the inner engine. I think it's a problem with the engine. I think the engine is like his friend told him. I think he's got a major problem with that engine. I think that's going to be tough. That engine, I think, is going to be taken out. I really think it's going to be pulled out. He's going to have some.
Well, if you're a gambling man, it's coming up on having a major issue because that's why they got rid of it.
Yep.
They got mechanics at the school, and they do the routine maintenance on it. When they start to see its point, they just toss it.
Right. Well, and like you said, they send the oil in, and the oil comes back and tells them that the engine is doing this or that, and it's because I see a lot of schools that have them for sale. I saw some school at Maple Grove, had them outside their house, for sale. They had like 8 buses for sale. One was a pusher like his, they were for sale.
Yeah.
So it tells me, they in Minnesota, they work in the wintertime. They're going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Those things are working hard.
You would be better off getting a brand new one that hasn't been completely finished out.
Correct.
You could get a hold of Thomas Bus and say, so you want a bus and you just want it, before they put the seats in,
correct,
before they put the seal, and get it that way. And they'd sell it to you.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You would pay more than you should, but they would sell it to you, and then you'd have a brand new bus, brand new engine.
I'd rather buy would be an ambulance. Would be fun to buy because there's already a door in the back, so you can walk through the back. You know what I'm saying? An ambulance would be cool to buy. That'd be fun to buy. I saw a guy went to the airport, had one. He had an ambulance he bought. He was using it as like a little camper. But
the Messiah Bob had an ambulance.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I see those for sale. Well, there's a bus place up off of 94 up there in Rogers, and they always have buses for sale. And I see a lot of the ambulance for sale. And they have shuttles for sale.
I'd rather get the extended van, but without the dually tires.
Right.
Just not put that much weight in it.
Correct.
And then you don't have to mess with the problems of having dualies.
Correct. I've seen those shuttles at the airport. I see all the time. They have the shuttles at MTC. Even the short buses are really kind of cool. The short ones that have gas, the short ones, those are perfect too as well because they're short. You know what I'm saying? Bus in the back seat back, and it's a great getaway. You know what I'm saying? They're regular gas. And those are fun to drive around because they're easy to get around.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Shipping Wars?
Yes.
There was the stupid guy in Shipping Wars. He had one of those that he used, and he slept in a hammock. He had a hammock that he strung between the bars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen those little small buses, and they drive them around. They're great for the bed in the back if you want to go up north with your little bus and a bed. And if you want to pull a small car behind you, that you can camp with that little small bus someplace. That's fine. You can pull your little car to go play golf. It's a perfect little camping area. You don't need anything over that special. You camp at a place that has running water, so you can go take a shower. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got that back door. You could have a ramp and an e-bike or a small motorcycle.
Yeah, you just keep it.
Buzz it into the back like a toy hauler.
Yeah, you can make it small. Just make it fun. I'm sorry, a pusher like his, I'm taking it from Minnesota to Arizona back and forth like they do at my cabin. I wish the guy luck in the world, but I have a feeling sooner or later he's just going to walk away from that thing. It's going to be so much money to repair that thing, like $20,000 or something. He's just going to walk away from it. He's just
what's he getting, like 6 miles to the gallon?
Yeah, it's he doesn't really took it anywhere. He had it in Mississippi, it was overheating. Now he's driving around. I wish them all the luck in the world. I really, really do. But I get it. He's always wanted one. I've always loved to have a Lamborghini, but when it breaks down, it isn't like I'm going to Fesky Auto. It's like, I'd love to have a Lamborghini, but those are expensive to fix. You just don't go anywhere with those things. They're not cheap. So. I get it.
Well, now it breaks down. He'll just have it towed back to the anchors, take the wheels off, put it up on blocks.
Look at Wandering Gypsy. She finally got smart and went to a shuttle. She realized the Jeep was a waste of good suffering. She went to a little shuttle.
Yeah.
Just like with
I think to be nomadic, you pretty much got to be single.
Yeah,
because it's tough. I don't see you being small and minimalist nomadic as a couple. It just it's not
right. I had that bus. I'm sorry. I'm not all the crappy poles that the trailer. She falls with the vehicle. That's not an RVer. An RVer is that everything is in your shuttle, in your truck, and you pull in your house, you drop it, and you're enjoying. Like I was telling somebody at work, you go see every state of the union. You've been camping since you were 30. You're ready to do this. What's his name said this? Line Screw One about a year ago. He said, "You better, if you're going to be an RV, you're great. You better have the money and the plan to do it. It's just not something you just quit your job and go buy an RV and start driving around. You've never camped before. You don't know how to handle yourself on the wild, how to take a shower or whatever, and just cook basically. So I get it. It's a great concept, but you better be practicing. So.
I saw my tennis buddy at Sam's, and he's taking pictures of me. I'm going to send pictures of you shopping for people to all the other tennis guys. I'm like, okay, well, just remember you did that. When some other picture pops up.
Right. Have you talked to what's his name lately or not? Crushing JJ or not?
Yeah. It wasn't too long ago. I talked to him the day that the next day after a squirrel got suspended.
Okay.
And I did my free Rocky video.
Yeah, I told you some white hat for Sarasota Tim turned him in. That's the way I look at it. Someone struck his chin.
Yeah. Well, I don't really shouldn't say it here, but he's got a 90-day. If he gets another complaint in 90 days, that's valid. He can get an actual strike.
Yeah, they give you a. So if I got one, they give you a hall pass for the first one. Then
yeah, so I was asking him, are you going to not make videos for 90 days just so you make sure you don't get one? And he's like, hell no, I don't care.
Yeah,
we're just doing this for fun.
Yeah,
you know, he's like, if my channel gets knocked down, then so be it.
Yeah, it's some people just don't like it when you get funny. They can't handle it. They get all pissed off, and that's the problem. So people get all bitter about this behavior. So I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean.
So how much?
What's our date? Our date's March 17th.
What?
Our hockey game's March 17th.
Yes, because it's
Yeah, so 17th. So that's 2 weeks. And if he takes off to Florida now, if he's going down there, they got money saved up. Look at Boogie on down.
Yeah, go on down there. And you three can sit together and have you and Dinger can sit at Denny's and relive the infamous live stream together.
Because I didn't get to go to Florida this winter. We usually go every winter, but we had shit was going on.
Right.
We didn't get to it.
Maybe you can invite BlindViews down. BlindViews, you know. He's been to tell his lovely wife to listen. Cowpote will pay for your gas money, you know, and come on down to Sarasota. You can go to a local gym. We buy him some good beer. We don't want any cheap beer for BlindViews. You know, we gotta have.
It'll be cool because I'll go through Kentucky. Kentucky Todd said if I come down through there, he'll give me some bourbon, some scotch, whiskey, bourbon. Tennessee whiskey. I don't know which one he drinks, but he's an aficionado about that, so I trust him.
Oh, Kentucky Todd.
Yeah, I don't really.
Well, there's that one whiskey.
I drink Jameson, which is Irish whiskey.
There's that one whiskey brandy one that stopped production for a whole year. There was that one that stopped production for a whole year because of tariffs or something. I can't remember which one that was. Some bourbon company, one of the ones, one of the big ones.
Well, sometimes they got those. They're aging them in barns that are up on a hill, so the wind goes through them. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they catch on fire. So they might have, there might be a year that they don't have a lot. Well,
there was that one that collapsed a couple years ago. I remember I saw it, and it fell over. The whole building did.
Yeah,
I'm like, Jesus. Yeah, and that happens every once in a while. So I've seen a couple of videos about how they make those barrels and when they're done, what they sell. There's a whole cottage industry of people buying those barrels. Like you can buy.
Yeah, because I've had friends that have Gentleman's Jack and Jack Daniel. I'm like, I can't tell the difference. It all just tastes like whiskey to me.
Right. Well, Jack Daniels, you can buy barrels from them. It's when we were at the. We went through the Jack Daniels factory when you went to the store. You can buy barrels if you want. So you want to buy one. So it was interesting. I've seen different videos on how long they take to let it sit, like a 12-year brandy. How long? That's a long time to sit in a barrel. It's very interesting how long just the whole cottage industry of making brandy and making
if someone's got something real expensive, I'm like, don't waste it on me. I won't know the difference. I can't appreciate it.
I love blackberry brandy. I mean, if I'm going to drink anything, I love a good brandy. And a scotch once in a while. I'm not saying I love scotch. I'm not a big drinker, but I like a good scotch. I've had a shot before. I'll take a shot of scotch over Jack Daniels, but the scotch is a very unique taste to it. My dad had a bottle of scotch. My brother likes some scotch, and once in a while I'd go over to his house and a shot. And when I used to do downhill skiing, me and my buddy would get a bottle of blackberry brandy and put it in when we would ski in a what do you call those things? You put what do you call those things? A flask. While we were skiing. That was maybe a good 30 years ago. It was just a good way to keep yourself warm. You buy a bottle and put it in there, we'd sip on it and keep ourselves warm the whole day. But I'm not saying I was not a big liquor drinker, but Scotch had a unique taste to it. You can taste the difference, because my dad was big on Scotch, and so was my uncle. And
I'm not either, but if you're meeting a friend and you're just going on the back porch, smoking a stogie,
right.
having some whiskey,
right.
It's not something I do all the time, but it's fun to do every once in a while.
Well, we got some rum that I still have left for bottle. We bought it. It's the shape of the island, St. Martin, and it's watermelon rum. Once in a while I'll take a shot of it, like once every couple weeks, every couple 4 months I'll take a shot of it or something just for fun. I'll open up a shot glass, and that stuff's a really unique taste to it. Yeah. That watermelon rum. So, like I said, I'm a very casual drinker. I'm going to take a shot of blackberry brandy. It's like a nice shot, and I enjoy it. And I'm not going to sit there and drink until I can't stand anymore. It's like, But Jack Daniels, my brother loved Jack Daniels. He it's like to me, I can take.
Yeah,
one.
And then maybe I could see Miss Vicky on my way through, and then on where she's at, and the beef stew. Yeah. We're all on the way to Florida, I think.
Yeah, see beef stew.
It could be.
See beef. Make you a hot dog and have the time of your life.
Have a fancy hot dog. Yeah.
Cool. Go there and see his pet.
And then Ding-a-linger.
Yeah, go see Ding-a-ling and Dimwit and have the time of your life down there. That'd be epic as hell.
Yes, I could have like a 5-day, 7-day blowout.
Yeah, you can bring your own bottle of Scotch. Bring it out. You have a special bottle. You bring in a couple shot glasses, and you three kids. You bring in the Denny's, right? A nice bottle of Scotch, and you're in the corner over there, and you bring out 3 shot bottles. You look around, you each pour yourself a shot of Scotch right there, right at Denny's in the morning. You look at them both. It's 6:00 in the Philippines. We can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Start your day with a shot of Scotch.
Yeah, if I get this job, this might be the last time I can take a block of time off.
Right.
For a while.
Right. So yeah, I just going down there and seeing the boys, and you can even stop in and see Sarasota Tim. Tell him you're your biggest fan. You roll in there and say, "Hey, man, I'm Karl." I'm
of course, I'm saying this without ever asking the warden yet.
You kind of get one morning, you're packing up, and she goes, "What are you doing?" Oh, by the way, I'm going down to Florida.
We'll be back in 7 days. We'll be back in a fortnight.
You just say, "I'm the carpetbagger from Illinois."
And you're my what's his lady called?
Jenny Penny.
Yeah, you're my Jenny Penny.
It'd be hilarious.
Or what's Jay's girl called?
Chris the girl.
Chris the girl.
Yeah, Chris. You're Chris the girl. You're Chris Jenny. Yeah, you're packing up. She's like, you got to have breakfast early. She's kind of in her nightie, and she's kind of, she's kind of whizzing her eyes. What are you doing, Karl? Oh, I thought I forgot to.
She's switching corporations. She got hired to be a store manager of a corporation now.
Yeah.
And where she's working now, she's a key holder.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this last night because she just put in a notice today.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you're a key holder, they just let you go right then and there. They still pay you for your 2 weeks.
Correct.
But since you're a key holder, they don't want to take any chances.
Correct.
So she could be getting paid for 2 weeks and not have to work.
Right.
So if that's the case, I'm totally lock the front door and we're empty.
I mean, it's hilarious. You're just sitting there packing up. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just going to Florida.
Yeah.
Flip her $500.
And
just give her $500. Give her $500 in cash. That's from Cowboy, and just leave.
Yeah, I'll have to buy me a coffee.
Exactly, dude. Fund my trip to Arizona for my stalking video. My stalking. You document yourself going down to see the Dimwit and the Dingling and Tim Bree, and it's called the Sarasota Tim Hater trip.
There's a bunch of people in Florida there that are in the comments. I wouldn't mind coming out.
Oh, really?
Singing, yeah. I'm like, if I get down, I'll let you know if I'm going down there. I won't go down to Florida. Have it be a big secret.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm not afraid of people.
I don't remember who it is.
Well, so where are you eating tonight?
Well, we're eating for Chinese tonight.
Oh, Chinese. We like their tiny little trees. They only come up to your knees.
Yep. It's a really good
Sweet,
Chinese
and
place.
They're cuddly, and they're easy to please.
She
'cause
wants-
it's Monty Python.
Mighty Python and the Flowing Circus. Mighty Python. But yeah, and I was hoping that he'd call the show, Casey Grits. But I don't think the
Yeah, he probably had to work late tonight.
I think the group home holds him back. I think sometimes so. In his favorite YouTube, had been kind of boring, New York Daniel. So yeah, that'd be a great trip to go down to New York. I mean, you got to go down to how long would it take you to drive down there?
How long?
Karl, you keep talking.
All right. Well, to Panama City, it's 917 miles. It can be done in a day, but it's brutal. We usually split it up. But I'd like to split it up a lot. Stop in Kentucky, stop in Tennessee, hang out, do some stuff, and then get to Florida. I always like going to New Orleans. So I usually try to hit New Orleans on the way back, and then go straight up 55 and go home. Yeah.
Keep
So where are the dogs? Where are the dogs?
Keep talking. I gotta give my drug shot here.
Oh, what are you doing, Ozuncle?
No,
Lantus?
that I do by the pill now. This is just I got other shot. What?
I do my shots in the morning. Yeah. Pick it up.
All right. Zepic, I taken a pill. So
No Kim in a pill.
what?
You sure it's Ozempic? I don't think Ozempic comes in.
Well, whatever the pill they gave me helps with my
Jardic?
with my type 2. It's gone. I've lost like 8, not 10 pounds on it.
The Jardians?
Yes, whatever it is, it's a pill that's. I think it's Ozempic. I don't know. Whatever it is, but it's kind of helping. So, anyways,
Yeah, trying to stay alive for the lady. So chivalry.
one time I was in. Speaking of chivalry, I was in New York City, and we were on the subway, right? And this lady gets on, and I just kind of stood up and I said, "Go ahead and sit down," because it was kind of full, and she looks at me. She goes, she's a Jewish lady. She's maybe 5'1". There's some chivalry here in New York City. She goes, "You're not from here, are you?" "I'm from Minnesota." She goes, "There's chivalry from Minnesota. You're a good boy." Because I just stood up because she was kind of got on. She was hanging on. I just go ahead, But she said that. So when you said that, it reminded me of her. There's some chivalry. There's some chivalry in New York City. Way she said it, it was like. And my wife looks at me, and I go, and then I told my Jewish guy at Oak Ridge Country Club, he goes, "That's a Jewish saying." Because I told him, "What's that mean?" He goes, kind of like self-respect.
Yeah, I remember when we were in Manhattan, I was like, everything's too close to strangers. I just need like 2 more inches.
Oh yeah.
Sit this close to people I don't know.
You don't make one thing about New York. You don't make eye contact with people. They won't say anything unless you say something to them. You know what I'm saying? They just minds their own business until something goes wrong. It's just kind of.
Well, that's why I like movie stars and stuff like being there. Because nobody gives a shit. They walk right by.
Same thing in Nashville. I was talking to Buddy Leach one day from George Del Restores. I was listening to somebody else, and they said Nashville, they walk right on by you. They may nod at you because they know who you are, but they walk right on by you. You know what I'm saying? because they're so used to just they're cool country music people. They'll see the country people and they'll just nod at them, but they keep walking. You know, same thing in New York. They may nod at Jack Nicholson, but they'll just keep walking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just the way it works. So I'd heard it was from a couple people in Tennessee. That's how it is in Nashville. There's so many country music people walking around that they just nod at people. They don't get overexcited because they just see so many. They know that they're there, you know. There was a lady, I can't remember her, the Bengals, and she's the bass guitarist. And she's a pretty looking woman. She's a pretty striking woman. And she's talked about this. It was like 15 years ago, a very good interview. And she talked about being, you know, and she goes, it's a very strange thing when I walk down the street and someone looks at me like I know who you are. She goes, it's a very strange feeling when someone looks at you and knows who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know who they are. She goes, it's a weird thing. Someone look at me and go like, oh, you know, because they know who I am, you know. She goes, it's just a weird feeling when you're out and about and someone notices who you are. Like I said, I've been recognized 3-4 times because of my YouTube channel. To me, it's a very lower level. You know what I'm saying? Where Carpegger gets recognized all the time, Woo all the time. WonderHussy gets recognized in public if she's wearing her hat and her glasses. You know what I'm saying? If she wears her costume, she gets recognized. And I get it. She's WonderHussy. She's got, you know, she's been around forever, so she's pretty well. Men are visual, so they're going to recognize her. You know what I'm saying? So, and I get it.
Yeah, she walked by with that hat and those glasses, and she was like 5'2", skinny as a rail. I'm like, that's got to be wonderful.
Yeah, it was just I saw her on the Strip when she was doing a video 3 years ago. Well, last time we were there when she was doing the that race thing. I saw Carpegger one time at the State Fair. I just nodded at him as he walked by me. I just saw him walk by. I'm like, that's Carpegger. This was maybe 3-4 years ago at the State Fair. He was there. And I saw Daily Woo when he was at last year when he was at the Mall of America walking the street. That was the video. He got kicked out of the Mall of America. He was on that day. He got kicked out. He was in town. I happened to see him on the street. I'm like, oh, that's the Woo. You know, I mean, because I knew who he is. I just happened to see him. But, you know, those are the kind of things you see. I see celebrities all the time. You see them in town. I just kind of nod at them, you know. I mean, you see them and you know who they are. And I know who that guy is, he or she.
Some kiss butt nurses got their boss 2 dozen roses and cupcakes and a card. I delivered it to the hospital and made their day.
Right.
But St. Louis Scott was like, how were their laughs? Were their laughs better than Ray's? And I'm like, no, they laughs are cool.
Right. Well, hey, Karl.
Well, they're all very good-looking nurses.
We must be going.
All right, have good Chinese.
Yeah, you betcha. And we'll talk to you tomorrow, something, whatever. I appreciate you coming on the show, and hopefully you can have your trip down to Florida to see the Dimwit. It'd be absolutely epic as hell.
We'll have to see what Dan's doing. Yeah, if Dan's gone, I mean, maybe it'll all work out. That'd be super cool.
Send him an email. I've sent him an email. He'll respond. Send an email. Say, listen, I'm coming down there. Let's meet Dingling, and we can have a triple treat together. And just tell your wife at the last minute you leave. Just say I'm leaving. I'll be back. You know, just leave.
Yeah, it's a boy's trip.
Exactly. Just blame it on me. Karl, thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right, we'll see you.
There goes Karl. Appreciate Karl coming on Feed on radio. My name is Jeff. Remember the branches of all. We appreciate the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the merchants. Coast Guard uniform. Thank you very much. And don't drink and drive. Call some mercy and pick up the phone. Safe sex since you're through a pill. Would you shower in the shower of Penn State? I would not shower in the shower of Penn State. Don't shower in the shower of Penn State. Make good choices in your life. You have choices. Have a great weekend. Fear Mongering Radio. Okay? Appreciate everybody out there. Peace, Middle East, you guys. Keep real in the fear. Fear Mongering Radio. All right, man, I did not have sexual relations with that one, Mr. Winsky. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out.